G'day boys. So I'm going to teach you how to get absolute pro aim in Fragpunk. So first off, a lot of people don't understand how to properly aim in this game because a lot of people just don't understand that you need to be moving when you're spraying. So let me just give you an example. You're on this wall over here and I'll just let the recoil go up. Goes just about up to there, and then watch it when I move. It's like basically recoil is decreased by 50% basically by moving. So a lot of people just stand still like it's Valorant or Counter-Strike and they make the recoil go crazy. So when you're always taking 1v1s and fighting, you always want to be moving. You always want to be moving in the fight, going A or D. So don't like go like this. You can if you want, but usually it doesn't really help. I like sticking to like kind of one direction. Because some people, sometimes these can't track you perfectly, so it just helps. And maybe if you're target switching, maybe go back to the other opposite side. So you go A and then switch to D when you go on the next one. Like that, for example. Obviously don't do this when you're using a sniper rifle and shit like that. It's not going to really work. But when you're using assault rifles, SMGs, shotguns, light machine guns, all that kind of stuff. Even marksman rifles, just do it. Just move while you're shooting. You will instantly feel the difference as soon as you start to continually move while shooting. Hip firing and ADS. Honestly, it comes down to preference, but for me personally, I always like to hip fire when I'm close range. But when you are close range like this, you can kind of hit some more consistent shots. When it comes to like medium range, it becomes very inconsistent and you have to stand still while you're shooting. So for example, if I'm moving while hip firing, it becomes inaccurate. See how like nearly 80% of my bullets missed that guy right there? It becomes a lot less inaccurate. Like, I mean, well, it becomes inaccurate. It doesn't become crazy inaccurate, but it becomes a lot more inaccurate than when you're just ADSing. So when you're ADSing, all your bullets will hit. So for example, if you're playing close, you can kind of just like Counter-Strike it and just kind of go like that, you know, flick in between. But when you go to the medium long ranges, you definitely want to be ADSing. Because it just works. It feels a lot better. It becomes a lot more accurate. And if you're stuck to just hip firing all the time, you're going to lose a lot of mid to long range engagements because they're going to be ADSing and you're just going to lose that fight because your bullets are kind of going in different directions. So that's my rule of thumb. Close range hip firing is fine, but anything past like a 20 meter mark or something like that, just fucking ADS. Even with close range, I like to ADS as well because I can fine tune in my bullets and get more headshots, but that's just my personal preference. Rule of thumb, close range fights, hip firing is fine. Anything above that, just ADS and then keep moving while you're shooting. To improve my aim, I do two things. One, I do the training base, and I'll show you what modes I use. And number two is deathmatching. So for training base, come here and go to the settings. You like to change this. I like to go to no time limit, 100 bots, change the target type to bots, and movement to move because I like to practice my tracking because this game revolves a lot of tracking. No one really ever stays still in this game unless they're holding a static line with a sniper or a rifle, for example, and you just peek, pre-fire, double headshot them anyway. But in most instances, while you're fighting, everyone is always moving, especially in high ranks. So I go to here and I change it like this, bing, bada, boom, and I click start. And then this spawns in bots, which I can track. You don't have to shoot them. Like you can just practice your tracking like this, keeping consistently on them. And if you really hate a personal like agent, like if you really don't like one, let me go F9 here. There we go. I don't know why it wasn't working. You go training base settings and then you can change enemy lancer to the person you don't like. I don't like Nitro because she's too damn good. So I get that shit out of here. And if you are going to be tracking them and tracing them, just put unlimited ammo on, sorry. So you don't have to keep reloading all the time. And then I just turn off sound effects, kill streak icons off as well, just so I don't get all that annoying ass shit pop up. And with this one, it goes back and forth. So it goes to close range, long range, and mid range. So you can practice both ranges here. And this allows you to go to the zoom in as well. For me, my zoom in is X. So this allows you, because definitely like long range mid, you want to be zooming in. So everything becomes a lot more clearer and you'll be able to track a lot easier. So you can try that. So for example, we'll go here. Long range, I click X to zoom in, zoom out, zoom back in, zoom out, zoom back in. Ooh, it was a bit rough, that one. Because it's a lot easier to hit while zoomed in, especially mid-range, mid to long range. It helps a lot. And you always want to be moving. Standing still makes it a lot less accurate. See how I was standing still before? I was standing still before, but now I'm moving again. It becomes a lot more accurate. Sometimes it can be a little bit hard to get used to because like you're always moving. You got to counter trace. So if you're moving left, you got to pull a little bit more sensitivity if they're running the right side. You know what I mean? So sometimes it can feel a bit unorthodox, but you get used to it pretty really quickly. It only took me maybe a couple of hours to get used to it in game, because usually I'm always standing still and shooting when I come from Counter-Strike and Valorant. But because I've played so much Call of Duty Warzone and stuff, it came to me quite easy. Now, if you want to practice your flicks, I like to do, where is it? Go settings here, go static, and then change limit to no time limit. And you can change the bot to normal here. I mean, drone, sorry. And this comes up with like this little thing here. And you use practice with the deagle because it's one bullet. And that practice helps for you practicing your flicking. Because in this game, you do quite a lot of flicking because there's a lot of angles to cover sometimes. And when you're rushing into a site, you just want to be able to straight away. And that does right. So I was staying still then. Now you can practice flicking while moving. So that kind of ingrains your muscle memory to always be moving when you're in gunfights. They're the two ideal ones that I do because one, flicking, two, tracking is very good and you'll be using it quite a lot, especially when you get to high elos, because people don't mess around in high elos. They aim, they double headshot you, so you better be on point when you play. Okay, now we're going to the deathmatch. Now, when I deathmatch, what I like to do is I put music on in the background and I don't focus on footsteps, because when you start to kind of focus and hone in on footsteps, you kind of lose the element of just instantly flicking, shooting, and tracking them kind of thing. Because when you have footsteps on, you can hear them about to pick, so you just kind of pre-fire and anticipate it, which is not bad. You can do that and practice that if you're really bad at timings. So for example, footsteps in this game, like the audio is fantastic. You can tell when anyone's about to peak if they're sprinting. Like sound cues can win games and win rounds. So like you can just pretend that you can practice the pre-fire and the timing, but I want to practice just your raw aim here. So I can just put the volume all the way down, like on a tune or something, and then just go straight at it. And obviously you don't want to go like crazy. You do kind of kind of jiggle a bit of angles like you normally would play. So I wouldn't just go like this, not looking both ways. I look both ways, jiggle a little bit, and then go in through that way. On in my side. Oh, I'm blind as shit. Oh! I got a rage game! Yo! And dead inside! So as I was saying before we got really interrupted, you also want to practice kind of like the jiggle peeking movement as well. So you go around just instantly pre-fire and kind of practice this, because usually when you want a wide swing, you kind of go like that, or you kind of go like this. So you practice this in deathmatch as well, because you kind of get used to it and you get more efficient and more effective at it, and you get a lot more accuracy. Because sometimes you don't know how the map's played. You just kind of pre-aim wrong, you kind of feel wrong, but it's also for me, jiggle peeking is really good in high ranks as well, because sometimes someone's on a little AWP shot and that, oh, line's done. So it's really good in that sense as well. So you want to practice doing that as well. You're not just running around aimlessly, just fucking aiming. You want to be practicing how you're going to aim in game. So obviously don't just sit here and hold this angle and wait for someone to come, but be a bit more proactive, but play like you're actually going to be entry fragging or holding down the site. So I'm running here, I'm going to go peek mid. So So I'm playing like I'm essentially playing a comp game. Obviously a little bit less loose. But, you know, holding that, pre-firing that angle right there. Going back, it's like I'm clearing mid, you know? I got double peaked. So stuff like that really does help, and it really does translate into the competitive game. If you're wondering, I did lose my game. We lost 5-6 in the duel. The Korean guy carried their team. MVP'd my team though, so I'll take it, I'll take it. But we did lose, so... And loss is a loss. But that's essentially what I've done to get better and aim like a professional player, even though there's not really many pros in Fragpunk because there's only one tournament going on, and that's just all overseas compared to Australia and Singapore. Sadly, we didn't get included, but as being Punkmaster, this is basically what I do to improve my aim as well as keep it warm and ready for competitive games. Hope you enjoyed the video. I got some more videos coming up. It just depends if the game keeps popping for me, because lately I've been queuing for like 40 minutes, 30 minutes and getting no pops at all in ranked, which is just so demotivating because I got all these content ideas I want to do, but if I'm not playing at the highest level, I can't give the best guides to you. So it kind of depends if the game keeps popping with ranked games. So yeah, like that just before then, yesterday it was like 40-minute queue and I didn't get it, I just gave up, you know? So hopefully it keeps going. I really love this game and I hope it stays around for a long time. Hopefully the game pushes more marketing because I really want to play this game a lot more and I don't want it to die. So thanks for tuning in, guys. I hope you have a good one. I'll see you in the next one. Mwah.